everybody, to another episode of the Women of CIBN series. I am your host, Tiff Loeffler, positively yours. I am here with the incredible Sheenay Richardson. She is a wealth educator. And you know what, ladies? We need to know our numbers. We need to know that. And I'm so excited you are here. Welcome, Sheenay. Woo! Sheenay, I'm just going to jump right in. I am so excited to have you today because we are going to talk about 3 things that women need to know in business for their financial wealth. Now, everybody, I promise I'll let Sheenay speak, but I just have to give I just cannot get enough of her. And also, she also talks about the whole package of being healthy. Now, she has another interview you're going to have to check out at looking up CIBN TV on YouTube, where she's discussing the physical health and products that you can use for that. Today, we are here to talk about, and so be sure to like and subscribe, she is here to talk about financial health. Sheenay, why is financial health so important to women in business?
It's important because we are the women, we are the people who take over. We are the people who are in charge, and you need your finances in order to survive and to thrive. It's important to know where you stand, how to implement them, and what to do with them when you do have them. So it's all about survival. It's all about making an impact on the world and the people around you, including yourself. It's important to understand how money works and how to make it work for you. So once you have that down packed and you have that concept, then you know how to strategize and you know how to work with it and go from there.
Everybody, this is why, again, I was like, I want to talk about all the things with Sheenay because she is so knowledgeable. But you know what? This is why we're going to talk about 3 things for the women in business. And that's why I love that we're presenting this series through the CIBN TV. There are 3 things. Now, Sheenay, I'll do my best because you're teaching me also a concept that I still struggle with. And you said the first one is pay yourself first. Could you please try to explain it to me, to the rest of us, why it's so important to pay yourself first?
It's important to pay yourself first because the best way to put it is we love to, be selfless and take our money and spend it on places we need, such as bills, groceries, any type of necessity. But what we need to understand is that we are important. We are a need. We are a necessity. Paying yourself first, if you need to compare yourself to a bill, you are a priority. You are important. Paying yourself first helps you to establish and put money away for yourself. So if anything comes along, an emergency, anything that happens just out of the blue that's unexpected, you have it to take care of yourself or whatever need that needs to be done. It's important to say, I need to pay myself first because I'm a priority versus paying everyone else first. They'll get paid, but you have to make yourself a priority. You have to put yourself at the top of the list and say, hey, I need this for me just in case. So it's important to really strategize whatever you can or however you can do it. It doesn't have to be a lot. For some people, it may say, yeah, it's easier said than done, but it's not. You can take as little as 10% to put away for yourself. Let's say you get $200. You could just put $20, $30 away. The more you do that and the more you're consistent, the more your wealth grows in that area. And that's just one of the areas to pay yourself first and watch your wealth grow.
I just want to say thank you because so many women in business will take care of everyone else and save themselves for last. And I heard this in Sheenay. I wonder what you think about this. You have to put yourself at the front of the line. You have to.
Right.
You have to be the first person.
That's true. Because if you don't do it, who will? So that's the same with money. If you don't put money to the side for you, who's going to do it for you? When you need something done, who's going to get it done for you? No. So you have to think about yourself, your needs, your wants, and be able to say, hey, I need to put this up for me first to make sure I'm taken care of and I'm out the way. Then I can become selfless and do for others, or do for bills, or whatever the case may be. But it's always important to prioritize and say, hey, I need to put away for a rainy day, so to say. I need to put away in case I want to do something special for myself. It's just important to just put away to have, and it doesn't always have to be an emergency and unexpected thing. It could be just for you to have to do something special for you. But it's important to put it away first for you. And that's just how I see it, because if you work hard, it's your money. So you need to make sure that you are getting something for your money, which is the money. At least take out a portion for yourself and say, hey, this is my money, so I need to make sure I'm able to keep some of it and then do what I'm supposed to do with the rest of it.
Everybody, I want us to take a breath right now, because that was so epic. Thank you, Sheenay. Seriously, I so appreciate that you also, well, I say seriously, but also the fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for mentioning, because that was going to be a follow-up question before moving to the second part. First part, pay yourself first. It is not just for the survival. It's also for thriving.
Yeah.
You want to do nice things for yourself. So I just want to make sure I'm hearing it right. It is both for, of course, emergency funds, rainy days, but it's also for celebrations and sunny days too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Just putting it away to store it, to say, you know what, hey, like, let's say just in case you want to go out and grab something to eat. You could be able to say, oh, I didn't have that much out of this check, but that's okay, because I've stored money away to where I could take a few dollars to pull from that, but it's not taken away from my savings. It's not taken away from other things that matter, that are important. So that's why I say be consistent with how much you put up, so that whenever you need to do it in a pleasurable way or a responsible way, you're not tapping into it completely, because it's still there. You're able to take just enough of what you need, but you still have some stored for later on in the future, near future.
Thank you. And I know we're gonna get to the 3 points, but there was something that just popped in my head. Sheenay, thank you for running with it. Am I guessing this is different than an emergency fund?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And there's different types of funds. You have your emergency fund, you have your wealth building fund, you have your short-term, your project fund. So it's different ones. It's 3 different types. The wealth building is for longevity, it's for the future. And then you have your emergency fund, which is the what ifs, just in case. And then you have your fund for bigger projects. Yeah, things that can come up over time. That's kind of like, let's say your 3 to 5 years, something like that. And your emergency funds it's an in between. So you have like your short-term fund, where if you want to plan for a trip, you're putting money, you're storing things to the side for that. And then you have, okay, I might have a project. I want to renovate my deck, for example. And that might not be done until 1 to 3 years. And then your wealth building is where you save and you store and put away for your future.
Okay, everybody, I'm letting you know we are doing this in real time, okay? Because now my brain's going, okay, I got to get this. I want to get this in my mind. So thanks, everybody, because I want this to help all of us. So Sheenay, this is epic. It's kind of like there's 3 different buckets.
Exactly.
Okay, so when I pay myself first, okay, let's say, okay, I've got the $20.
Yeah.
We're just starting it. I'm going to do 30 because we got 3 buckets.
Okay.
So,
That's
okay,
good.
I made $300. I'm going to take 10%, $30 to start.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got these 3 different areas. When I put a certain amount into each bucket, is that paying myself first?
It is. Because
Okay.
if you think about it, especially the wealth building, and I know that it may seem like, oh, $10 is short. That's just for now. We're going to be optimistic and say you're going to make more money and you're going to put more and more money into the bucket. Because remember, this is for you to build a better you, to, have that generational wealth that you're seeking, that you need, that you really, truly deserve. So, like I said, you have your emergency funds just in case something happens, whether it's for you or for a car repair or anything like that. That's for you to have, to be able to be rest assured I can handle and take care of things. Or if anything comes up that you may need to do or want to do, that's for fun. Now you have the middle bucket, which is for projects. Like I said, renovating your house, renovating a deck, anything like that, car repairs, something that you just want to make sure you have within that 1 to 3 years, you have that to do. That's still kind of for you, but that's for something else that you use. So it's still for you in a way. It's just not like, oh, actually getting your hair done, nails done, things like that. It may not be for that. It may be repairs that you need, but that benefit you. And then your wealth building, that's the one that takes longer time. That's the longevity. You want that to be for when you're retired, you have funds to live off of, you're set for life. That's the kind of buckets that you want. You want your now, you want your near future, and you want your future, which is later on down the line. And think about it, when you use all three, they're all for you. It's just different times that you're using it for you.
Okay, everybody, I'm taking another breath, and it is just like a sigh of relief at this point, Sheenay. Thank you. And I am 100%, I have never had it finally explained to me. I always know you're supposed to pay yourself first.
Yeah.
But it just didn't click the way it is now. And everyone, I'm actually going to right now, I'm going to scroll down here to booking a call with Sheenay. She is going to walk you through this for yourself. And I'm very excited. I just found this out that I can also put up the QR code. There we are. So now you see it at the bottom. It's also going to be in the description in this particular interview. And above us, we have the QR code. So if you happen to not be on your phone, this is a great time to grab your phone, click on that, book a call with Sheenay right now. Because I'm telling you, she is able to explain things like no one else that I know, just to make it understandable. How many times have I heard this, Sheenay? You should pay yourself first. And it never clicked until now. So I just want to say thank you. I very selfishly wanted to know for myself, thinking it might help someone else too. And I really think it does.
Yeah.
Because I didn't even think about the 3 buckets. So thank you for the, oh my gosh, could happen right now. There's a little bit in the future, and then there's farther out in the future. I have never heard it explained like that before. So you are just brilliant. Thank you. This is like, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to put that QR code up again. Right now, I wanted to ask you if we could take a moment and talk about the other 2, because I think it was important to establish the first, which is the most important, which is pay yourself first. Now, you told me a couple of other things a little bit ahead of time that I want to talk about. It was the FIN number, your FIN. Now, Sheenay, please tell us women in business who have never heard of this before, the FIN number. What's the FIN number, and why do we need to know this?
The FIN number is a very, very important number. It's the money you need to have saved and invested so that your assets generate enough income to cover your living expenses, permanent eliminating the need to work. So it permanently eliminates the need to work. That's what stands out. So this is the number that you want to come up with, you want to have, so that you know how to work with it in the near future. So when we generate this FIN number, which is your financial independence number, this represents the number you want to be able to live off of, which is the wealth building number. It's a part of the wealth building savings, your future income. So what that is explaining to you that, okay, hey, I have these bills, I'm this age, and I want to be retired and done with work by this age. So let's say for me, I'm 36 years old, and I say, I want to be retired by 60. Well, we need to strategize what bills you have, what debt you have, and that will help us break down, okay, this is how much you have, this is how much you need to get there. And what I like about that number is we have a system. I use a complimentary system to the clients and to potential clients to show them exactly how that works, how you can break down your financial independence number, and even how to get there, what steps you need to take to put up a certain percentage every month. You know, for some people, they may want to do it every week or twice a month, but it shows you how much you need, what steps you need to take to exactly get there. And that's what I like about it, because it's a financial roadmap to financial independence. And what better way to do that than to know where it is you need to be so that you can know exactly how to get there.
Okay, I'm going to take a moment and just personally talk about why this is a reason, because the QR code is there.
Yes.
Excuse me. QR code is there, and I want you to book a call with Sheenay. The reason being, ladies, is because being in business by ourselves doesn't mean we're all by ourselves. When you meet with Sheenay, she is going to walk you through this. And it doesn't have to be, I admit for me, because I'm going to be doing this, and it seems a little scary at first, but when you have someone like Sheenay who is there holding your hand, telling you it's gonna be okay. Sheenay, before we go on to the third one, I love that one too, but to talk about this FIN number, it does seem a little scary, but then I also realize a lot of times in our head we build things up that could be a lot scarier.
Right.
And once it's on paper, once you're seeing it, how do you help your clients like realize, no, it's going to be okay. This is okay. We got to do this. It's necessary, but it's a good thing to know. It doesn't have to be, oh, gloom and doom.
Right.
Tell us about the benefits. You've already explained a couple, but what's another benefit that your clients see once you take them through this?
Giving them the steps as to how to get there and letting them know it does take time. But if you're consistent and you trust in the process, it can and it will work. It's just a matter of understanding, okay, this is where I want to be. And if it's something you really want and you want more, then you have to take those steps to do more. And it's just all about faith, focus, and consistency. And I just teach them that I'm here to help you continue on this journey you have to have faith within yourself, but I'm here to help you have focus and consistency. So you just need to have at least one of those in order for me to help give you the roadmap to get to where you need to be. You just have to have faith. When you have faith, I feel like along with the faith comes the focus, comes the consistency, the persistency, just trusting in the process, because it does take time. And that's what I want for people to understand, is that it's time consuming. You have to be patient. You have to trust the process. Investing isn't a quick, fast, get it in a hurry. You really have to step by step work with somebody who knows what they're doing, and most importantly, have your best interests for you and for your money. And when you meet somebody who's willing to sit with you and explain to you and tell you that I'm here for you, and that it's okay, you don't have to be afraid. I'm going to make sure that what needs to be done is for your sake. I'm going to treat the person how I would want to be treated. A lot of people say, well, my money is important. All of our money is important to us. So that's why I want to make sure that I'm doing what's right for you, because it's important that you have a future knowing that, hey, by the time I retire, or hey, if I need it right now, I have it. Rest assured is I have this much money saved. I mean, you may look at it on your phone or on a computer screen and say, these are just numbers, but they're not. They're not just numbers. These are your numbers. These are the numbers that you have invested into, that you have saved and accumulated, because you trust in the process and you know the benefits that it's going to have in the long run. You're allowing yourself to accept that and allow it to keep growing. It's just like harvesting or owning a farm. It takes time. Once you plant that seed, you have to allow and give it time to grow. And that's the same with investing. Once you plant that seed to start investing money, and that's another thing, people think, well, I don't want to do it because I won't have it. It's your money. You're just investing it and putting it away for you for the near future. That's it. But all of this is your money.
Thank you, Sheenay. Thank you for reminding us. Ladies, we've got to remember, this is our money. And I also am going to put in a little teaser that when you meet with Sheenay, you could also ask to book a separate call, because she has a couple ideas of how you could create another stream of income to help fill these buckets, to help pay yourself first, and to help grow your income for you, which I think is tremendous. So again, everybody, I'm just teasing that. That's not for this call, but you can always book another call. All right. Now we've talked about pay yourself first. We've talked about the FIN, F-I-N. There's another one you said, and here's the third one. Now this is, am I saying it right? The F-N-A. This is F-N-A. Mm-hmm. And could you talk about that for a minute? Because we're talking about 3 things today for women in business. You need to know this. Take it away, Sheenay.
The F-N-A is your financial needs analysis. Now, this is where you break down where you currently are, your bills and your debt. So this explains, okay, this is how much I have, this is how much I owe, and this is how much I what I have left that I need to pay off. So it's really just breaking them down where you are right now so that we can help you figure out, okay, do you have enough money or do you not have enough money? And then that's when we go into the next step of, okay, this is what you need to do to make more money if you don't have enough. If you have enough, it's like, okay, great. You have enough to pay off your bills and your debt. Now let's get started with these buckets on working on paying yourself first. Let's do this. Let's pay yourself first, and let's make sure you're also safe and secure and your family. And that's when we go into insurance. And what I like to teach people is about buying term insurance and investing the difference. So that's where the financial needs analysis come in. That's pretty much the roadmap, the startup point to see where you are. And now this is what we need to do next. These are the next steps we need to take for you to have a better financial future.
That is okay, Sheenay. I want to bring it back to you. Here's my question. Okay, insurance. It just seems like, oh, it's necessary, but I don't want to do it. Could you maybe explain again to me and the women in business why it's important to have just the concept of an insurance policy in place, just for a moment on that?
Sure. It's very important because, like I said, with the emergency fund, that's an unexpected, you never know what's going to happen. That's the same thing with life insurance. And I know people say, well, why don't I just have the emergency fund? The emergency fund, if you don't have enough put up, it's not going to guarantee to pay for if something happens to you today or tomorrow. The insurance is put in place to have you covered and your family covered. So if something happens to you, rest assured, they don't have to worry about going out of pocket to pay for funeral expenses or any kind of debt or anything like that you have. You want to have enough coverage to where your funeral expenses are paid, debt or any type of bills that were still lingering around. Your family can do that with that money without coming out of pocket of their own. And no, GoFundMe is not insurance. So that's what a lot of people just assume that, oh, I'll just rely on other people to help me. No, help yourself by getting life insurance so that you're not just helping you, but you're helping the people who care about you. Because if something happens to you, all they need to do is be rest assured, take that money and do the right things by it, to lay you to rest and to take care of the rest of anything that you've had left here, and I think that's very important. And also what I like about what I do is with insurance, a lot of insurance agents will not tell you to invest money. And what I like to do is tell people, like I said, to buy term life insurance and invest the difference, because the more you continue to invest and the more funds you have in your investments, you'll no longer need the life insurance. And so that money that you once had in your life insurance, you can take that and add that to your investments. And that's how you can continue to grow your wealth building investments.
Okay, this is so good, everybody. And also, okay, it might be a little overwhelming. We've got your FIN, we've got your FNA, and I don't want you to go WTF. I want you to not okay, thank you. I was trying to be funny there. But it's true, Sheenay, this is where I love that we have some time to take another breath.
Mm-hmm.
This can all seem very overwhelming. I love how you help your clients. I love that I'm learning and that I'm now connected with you. Could you tell me, if you happen to have a story or just a general, how are you helping people? Because overwhelm, I've heard it's just because you're just not making a decision. And it's hard to make a decision sometimes because you're afraid of a mistake. Money mistakes can be costly. How do you help your clients so that the overwhelm, there's overwhelm, stress. Let's just put it over here. Let's just be here in the moment, taking care of ourselves. I know it's kind of a long, but how do you help clients with that? Thank you.
So first off, like you said, people do become very overwhelmed and say, I'm just not ready to start yet. But some people. But what I like to do is take it one step at a time. And the first thing I do is offer a complimentary FNA, which is the financial needs analysis. And that's just getting them at a starting point as to where they are. So I say, let's just get together. Let's see how much money you make and how much your bills are. And let's just see where you are for the month. Let's see where you are monthly. Okay, do you have enough after everything is paid off, or do you not have enough? And then we go from there. If you don't have enough, well, let's see what we can do to make you have enough. Let's see what if you want an opportunity to build and create more income, then that's when I come in and I have opportunities for you to make a stream income. if that's what you prefer, or let's find other routes or avenues to where you can make more. But my goal is to get them started somewhere. And let's start with where you are right now. Let's make sure that your bills are lined up and that you have enough to cover for your bills, amenities, anything like that, just to make sure that you're completely at a good spot. And then we just take it from there. Okay, you do have enough. So let's start. So let's book another meeting, because we don't do it all in one meeting. It really has to be broken down into segments. You really have to break down, because like you said, it's overwhelming. So I just want to start somewhere to give them that rest assured to say, you know what, I'm glad we had this talk. Now I know where I go with my bills. Yes, I look forward to meeting with her again, so that now we could talk about how I can build my wealth building, how I can build for my retirement. And yes, I want insurance because I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm going to need it. And I want to make sure that my kids are covered. So yeah, I want to book another meeting with her so we could talk about that. It's just all about starting where they are, bringing them to a point, where are you? And then talking about that, getting that taken care of, and then asking them, okay, now that you have that figured out, what are the next steps? Where would you like to go? Because I'm here to show you how to get there, and I'm here to help you get there. That's important. Not just show you, but help you.
Thank you, because telling someone is one thing.
Right.
Showing them is another thing. What you said, help, actually offer the support.
Right.
And I just want to say again how much I appreciate this conversation. Sheenay and I have known each other for a while. And we were actually going to be discussing some of these things just between us. And I said, can we just jump on an interview? Because I want to let people know. I want to let the ladies know. Thank you for taking the time to watch this for yourself. Thank you for booking a call. Even if you just start with that one call. If you want to book more, great. But think about what will happen when you have this information for you. And Sheenay, thank you, because also we've known each other for so long. I was still afraid to talk about this with you.
Yeah.
Even with your friends were afraid, you could be afraid to talk about it. So I love that I truly now understand why I need to pay myself first, what it means to pay myself first, and 3 buckets to put that in.
Yes.
And it actually feels really good. It feels like I can have some power back, because we don't want to give away our power, ladies. We don't want to give our money away unless we're doing it consciously. And so and I look at the time going, no, I don't want to wrap up this call. But first, let's take a minute. Sheenay, why is it important to take control and power over your money? It could be a reiteration, another thought you've got, but you have to, ladies, take control of your money and be powerful in your finances. Why is that so important, Sheenay? There's obvious reasons, but
it's important to take control of your money and understand how your money works, because you want it to work for you. Just having your money and just spending it here, there, and everywhere is not going to benefit you. Understanding how to maintain your money, how to manage it, and how to store it is very powerful. It's very important, because you need to know what your future is going to be like. You need to know what your present is going to be like. You may not know exactly, but knowing how your money is placed and the order that it's in, and how you're utilizing it is very important, and it's rest assuring, because it's letting you know up front, you know what, I may not have everything figured out, but I do know where my money is going. I do know how much I'm going to have in store for my future, because you're planning. If you don't fail to plan, you know what I mean? It's just that when you can't do that. You just have to plan. You don't plan to fail. It's just when you fail to plan. And so making a plan is important. And that's what I like to teach people, is that you got to have a strategy. You can't just go out here and say, well, I'm going to pay my bills and then, I'm left with nothing. The working paycheck to paycheck in this day and era is very tough. So having a strategy to wealth build and say, you know what, I'm working towards something, and making that sacrifice, to say that, hey, I have to invest and put this in yourself. And it's not even a sacrifice. Investing in yourself is an important priority. But some people see it as a sacrifice because they're like, I don't have it with me right here in front of me. But you will have it in front of you. The more you continue to harvest and invest it, trust me, you'll have that, what you want, and 10 times that, once you stay consistent and have focus and have faith in it.
I just love this conversation. Thank you, because it's so important. And we need to know our numbers. I mean, I feel this is one of the more vital components of, ladies, know your numbers for your business, for your personal, because it is entwined, especially when you're an entrepreneur.
Yes.
Sheenay, do you have a final thought for the ladies who are entrepreneurs? We're out there building businesses. We know that we need to do this stuff. Do you have just another thing that you would like to mention that would help us? Because I know you got a lot of them, but just pick one.
Yes, I know a lot of people, men and women, but women specifically, we think we can do it all, and we can't. And it's okay to have somebody there to coach you, to guide you, to assure you that, you know, I'm running my business. You don't have enough time to work on and focus on finances. And that's why you need people like me who are wealth educators to help you with your finances, to help you understand how you can utilize it, what to do with it, how to build a better future for you and your family. While you're building a better future for you and your family with your business, let someone else come in like myself to help you build a better financial future in that aspect. And you can just focus on family and business, and your money can be left to somebody who's trustworthy, who's willing to help you, who understands what it's like, and who knows what to do with it. Because like I said, you put yourself first, and that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to put you first, because that's what my business is here for. That's my purpose, is to help put people first and to help you understand you are a priority. So let me help you put yourself first by helping you build that financial freedom that you're longing for. That's why you're in business, because you want financial freedom. And what better way to do it than with someone who's going to help you build that and to show you that.
That was phenomenal. And I left the QR code up quite a bit on this interview because I want to make sure. Ladies, book a call. Just book a call right now. Just click that. It's so easy. And sometimes, well, I'll say it's simple. And sometimes simple isn't as easy, but Sheenay can make it simple and a lot easier. Sheenay, I want to thank you. Round of applause. I want to try to find my media assets for my sound here, because a round of applause for you, Sheenay. Thank you. Woo! Everyone, again, I want you to like and subscribe. CIBN Connect, you can go there. But what was I looking for? It's the CIBN TV on YouTube. Yes, that's where we're at. So Sheenay, thank you so much. And on behalf of the Women of CIBN series, this is Tiff Loeffler, Positively Yours. Now, I hate to say goodbye, but I do love to eat. So I'm just going to say ciao for now. Ciao, Sheenay. We'll talk to you all later. And watch the next interview. It's going to be great. Thanks, Sheenay.
Thank you.